Luke 8, 21 to 30. He replied, "My mother and brothers are those who hear God's word and put it into practice." He replied, "My mother and brothers are those who hear God's word and put into practice. One day, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us go over the other side of the lake." Let us go over to the other side of the lake. So they got on into a boat and set out. So they got into a boat and set out. As they sailed, he fell asleep. As they sailed, he fell asleep. A squall came down into the lake. A squall came down on the lake, so that the boat was being swept. And they were in a great danger. And they were in the great danger. The disciples went and woke him. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Master, Master, we are going to drown." "Master, Master, we are going to drown." He got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waters. He got up and rebuked the wind and the raging waters. The storm subsided. The storm subsided, and all was calm. "Where is your faith?" he asked his disciples. "Where is your faith?" he asked his disciples. In fear and amazement, they asked one another. In fear and amazement, they asked one another, "Who is this? He commands even the winds and water." He commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him. They sailed to the region of the Gerasene. They sailed of the region of the Gerasene, which is across the lake from Galilee, which is across the lake from Galilee. When Jesus stepped ashore, when Jesus stepped ashore, he was met by a demon possessed man from the town. For a long time this man had not worn clothes or lived in a house. For a long time this man had not worn clothes or lived in a house, but had lived in the tombs, but had lived in the tombs. When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell at his feet. He cried out and fell at his feet, shouting at the top of his voice. Shouting at the top of his voice. What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of God, the Most High God? What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, don't torture me. I beg you, don't torture me. For Jesus had commanded the impure spirit to come out. For Jesus had commanded the impure spirit to come out of the man. Many times it has seized him. Many times it had seized him, and though he was chained hand and foot, and though he was chained hand and foot and kept under guard, he had broken his chains. He had broken his chains and had been driven by the demon into solitary places. Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" "Legion," he replied. "Legion," he replied, because many demons had gone into him. Because many demons had gone into